As well, Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perlita Quinwan, Elton Anderson, Don Wiley, Jim Hall, Bill Duvall, 1961, Oyster, Cracker Man, Bidded Bet 4, Blue Boy Boxes, Robo Rapist Night, Red Randy, Red Gordon, and Ellery's, Doug King, Perlita, Karen, Don, but Perlita, Bernard, with your smart assiness, Perlita, when you said there's too many electricians, that's a personal attack on my father and public service or Excel Energy. So did you take the same premise with that? Is too many electricians? Is there also too many land surveyors too? And so see what you're doing, Perlita, supposed Queen Bathsheba of the Laghetto and the Lacarni. See how I'm going to be able to prove, like I said, your direct attacks, like Perlita and doesn't like the Russians or the Israelis. And then a lot of construction workers or land surveyors, and also electricians. See how I'm going to be able to prove your bias, Perlita, and your leadership with Don Wiley, and also, Bernard and your BB and your All-American there, and, Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, whoever is working with you. Like I said, it proves who you actually stole the stuff from and then lied. So, the environmentalist, Perlita. There you go. No, it proves intent, motives, and agenda. Because when you're trying to sweep things under the rug, Roble Knight, Harry, Joe, Bernard, Perlita, Dave, Ellery, Roble Knight, Joe, then that means you stole it, or you guys have something to hide. Like rape, murder, and, mutilations, and, country and western, and all that stuff that people use. So, boxes, electrical boxes, Stan saying nigger, or Gordon nigger, spoiled the Michigani because you guys had to be first and then it failed. So if you don't have any concern for electricians, Perlita, or land surveyors, or certain people, why should they have any concern for your supposed disability of deafness or blindness or whatever? You starting to get it, Perlita? Because there's a lot of people who work at Google, Microsoft, Apple, Intel, Oracle, that might have some conditions that may not agree with you. The military, they got jobs that are electrician. Oh, my dad worked at power plants when he was overseas. Why? Oh my God, I think we found the thief. Perlita Jones, Quinwan, Don Wiley, Karen, Jim Riley. Intent, motives, agendas, racism, all white perfectness, and wonder why you turned into a pile of shit. LGBT, Perlita, and Judy Shepard. Agenda, country and western. So you guys all push for Joe, probably because you guys stole Greg Faust stuff and my stuff and turned everything into a piece of shit, Joe. See how they're trying to transfer it, your prison transfer to the farm that it doesn't belong, and then Bernard the Lacarni, and then ruin the 80s, and then, to put in the ghetto life of Les Scam. It's so Bernard, it's not really hard, you're trying to claim to be the black with your, your little thing there. Understand? Something of value. Maybe the Browning safe. Diamonds. Roble Knight diamonds. Greed. We figure it out. That's not a lie. It's just you guys are trying to swap into the life of Greg Faust and claim to be that name, Joe, or, one of your pedophile little thieves and shit. And Perlita. And that's why she's pissed. Because the child thing didn't work. Like I said, the Negroes and their baby production of the rape of the farm. Ghetto life and, Negro scamming life is not really that hard to figure out, Perlita, and what you're doing. Because you're a lazy environmentalist. Texas, country and western hillbilliness. Football, Harry J. Race. NASCAR, IndyCar, All-American, Air Force. Oh, my dad was in the Air Force too. So there's the rivalry, and then we got the Navy, Marines, army. But it's like I said, it's cooler to like give them the whole picture with the tech companies and all them, so they can like, and NASA, they can like see it all like play out, and the military like Melkob, Jewish Colonel Melkob, and Colin Powell and the Joint Chiefs of Staff, so they can see how these private militias of the Locarno and the country in Western are out of control and they don't work. That's all it is. Country in Western is an unorganized militia set against that which is organized. Dun, 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 dun. So if you don't want to be called hillbillies and country and Western anymore, then don't behave like it. Taco hat, right? They have the Fiesta hat that danced around it. Supposedly Spaniard Perlita. The Selena story to gain sympathy for the bitted fat. If you don't want to be fat anymore, Perlita, with your team, then go exercise like the other girls do. Or if you want to do yoga, go do yoga. Nobody stopped you. But really, you just want a pathetic sob story, more or less, and the right to steal people's money. Wow. To be like the Jew or something. But maybe they weren't really like that. That's why I know Bernard and all them are fakes. Because of how their agenda is set and how they persecute and sweep under the rug those from which they steal from. Get it, Perlita? Crime is really not that hard. That's why Red Randy and all them are lying about Ohio. Because, Ellery touched my sister and, Joe had to be the hero. Or maybe Rachel or Ken, whatever. Bailey, Kim. Do the swap of the Locarno, Barnum, and Bailey, Thurketh. Maybe Bailey, Kim. Back, forth. Like I said, Bernard, you and your team spend more money, millions more money, lying, billions of dollars, lying about what you did, instead of just doing it right the first time. But I guess if you want an imprinted memory, Perlita, impressed under the world for people to like you and announce your leadership instead of doing it the right way, call it freedom. Red Randy and what they're doing is not freedom. It's an LGBT rainbow meth. Oh, raves! Oh, just excuses after excuse. See what's actually happening with the group of you, Karen, Joe, Perlita, and your team? You're actually losing, Bernard, control and power. Because you live in delusion of it, which you all created yourselves through living through other people and their identities, just so you look important as performers, and really just, you always don't want to accept that you're not good ones versus those who are.